a way to record on your side as well? Because if not, then I think my Zoom is going to record it too. I have the transcript and the audio being captured.
I have to request it for you to actually, so record it on your end and then I'll just use what you sent me. It's okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I'll perfect. And then I want to make you the feature on here. Let me close this actually. And I should be able to spotlight you as the speaker. Is everybody seeing Marsha as the main speaker on the screen? Yes, response? Or is it just big for me? It's big for everybody? Okay, good. Sister Marsha, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna send you a request for me to share. Actually, I have a presentation also. Bonjour, je m'appelle, I'm gonna do it in French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Marsha Concierge, je suis conseillère en sécurité financière et je représente dans le fond la bannière Experior Financial Group, qui est une compagnie canadienne qui a comme été bâtie en 2014 par des Ontariens. Donc aujourd'hui, the reason why we're here today is because I'm seeing some trends on the market and I feel like I should be the one to actually present everything to you guys. I feel like I'm the one supposed to be the voice. So I saw a pattern in most of the people that are trying to be an entrepreneur or being an entrepreneur, and I'm calling it a syndrome. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to that thing, but that's the main thing that came to my mind, and I'm here to share to you guys to actually make you understand exactly what's going on, and then I would like some feedback if you feel like I'm talking about you or not. So please share afterwards if it's something. Donc, le syndrome de l'entrepreneur c'est vous allez voir, on construit notre vie. We're trying to find a business and everything, but at the same time, we're living in financial chaos. Donc, le syndrome, c'est comme, j'appelle ça une maladie parce que c'est ça un syndrome, mais c'est qu'on travaille tous dur, 70 heures, 80 heures par semaine, certains d'entre nous. Et malheureusement, on n'a pas de stratégie financière. On court, mais on ne voit pas ce que l'effort qu'on met, on ne le voit pas nécessairement dans notre compte, dans notre compte banque. On se pose des questions. Où est-ce que ça s'en va l'argent? Est-ce que j'ai assez d'argent pour survivre? Donc, c'est quelque chose de sournois que le monde ne remarque qui sont dedans parce que euh, ça fait partie d'un cycle. On est dans un mindset qui fait en sorte qu'on ne réalise pas qu'on agit beaucoup, mais on ne prend pas le temps de regarder. Donc, la déconnexion qu'on a, c'est vraiment entre le travail qu'on fait beaucoup et la clarté financière, le manque de clarté financière. Donc, il y a une étude qui dit que 80% des personnes se fient juste aux côtés de la business, aller chercher des clients et aussi fulfill les demandes qu'on a de nos clients sans jamais regarder vraiment si ça fait du sens, est-ce qu'on est viable? Est-ce qu'à long terme, financièrement, ça fait du sens pour nous? On s'est lancé dans une business, on veut aller chercher de la clientèle, we have a purpose, we have a dream, mais est-ce que à la fin, ça fait du sens? Est-ce qu'on est pris dans un cercle qui fait en sorte que on veut, mais on ne sait pas si on a tous les moyens pour y arriver? Ce qu'on doit développer, c'est beaucoup la résilience financière. Puis c'est une des affaires que je veux amener. Je veux qu'on commence à parler. Money mindset, mais pas trop I have a lot of money, but smart money. Ce que je veux dire par là, c'est que c'est pas le nombre d'argent qu'on rentre dans notre compte en banque. C'est pas si j'ai 50 000, 40 000 ou 10 dollars. C'est ce que tu fais avec l'argent. Comment est-ce que tu es intentionnel dans les endroits où est-ce que tu places ton argent? Est-ce que tu comprends pourquoi tu mets ton argent? Est-ce que tu calcules si tu places ton argent à un certain endroit, tu as le bon rendement, tu as le bon retour sur investissement? Est-ce que tu penses à long terme? Est-ce que tu as toute cette vision-là quand tu as ton argent dans ton compte en banque ou tu fais juste le dépenser puis espérer qu'un jour, quelque chose de grand arrive et que tu deviens riche? So, c'est ça la problématique, c'est que plusieurs d'entre nous, ce qu'on fait en ce moment, c'est qu'on est en train de bâtir une compagnie, un empire, mais en quicksand. What does it mean? Ça veut dire que oui, ça va être beau, mais temporairement. Puis, Ken l'a dit, after 17 years, qu'est-ce qui est arrivé? C'est que, avec, je pense, Rembrandt, il a été bankrupt. One of the reasons why is the financial planning that goes with it. Parce que des fois, tu vas avoir beaucoup d'argent, puis des fois, tu vas avoir moins d'argent. Et c'est ça qu'on doit comprendre. Personne d'entre nous, nobody here would actually buy a house knowing that the foundation has a lot of problems. But what do we allow ourselves to build a company on quicksand? Why is it easier for us to say to ourselves, well, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better, without actually sitting down and asking yourself the questions. Am I doing the right thing? Am I understanding the next steps I should take? And une des problèmes que j'ai remarqué, c'est que, et que je veux soulever, c'est que 71%, 72% actually, des travailleurs indépendants sont tout seuls dans l'entreprise. You're the only one. You're doing the banking, you deliver the services, you're doing your marketing, you're doing everything by yourself. So, c'est une des raisons pourquoi il faut prendre le temps de build something on a solid grounds. You need to allow yourself to pay yourself first, to understand where your money is going and what tools, how money is a tool first and how you could use it. A lot of us are just in that mindset. I'm going to talk about it afterwards, but in the mindset that I have a bit of money and I have to spend it. And that's the problem. We're not intentional with our money. So, une des raisons pourquoi les entrepreneurs font vraiment face au chaos financier, we don't save. Saving is not for us. Or sometimes we think we don't have enough to just save. When 5 or 10, $15 every week could actually build something very interesting. We don't sit down to have financial planning. When is the last time that have you actually sit down with somebody to actually plan, to understand your numbers? Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you don't want to open your bank account, but somebody has to do it with you. You don't want to see the $5.99 for 2 weeks in your bank account. It hurts, but somebody has to help you. And you have to do it twice, actually. You have to send that with a professional. That's what I suggest. At least twice a year. Am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Can I change things in my habits? And this is the things that people don't understand when you become from an employee to actually your own boss or you're in the transition. There's something that you have to learn. And one of the learning curve of an entrepreneur is understanding money. Money is a tool. It has a purpose, and you have to understand how to use it. And we have to learn also how to plan on long terms. Not 1 year, not 3 years, 5 years, 10, 15 years. Do you know your financial freedom number? Do you know how much money you need for your retirement? If you have a business, what is your exit strategy? Do you have one? Are you currently planning for one? So those are the things that people don't think about it because we are stuck in the day to day. We think that, okay, if the business going, I love it, I'm doing meetings or I'm doing networking, it's great. But sometimes we have to stop and see if our financial health, if we have a good financial health. So we're not in the syndrome paycheck to paycheck because we don't have a paycheck necessarily. But still, 40% of us is one glimpse away from losing everything. Et ce qui est dur là-dedans, c'est que la plupart des personnes ne veulent pas parler d'argent. Like je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, on ne veut pas nécessairement ouvrir le compte en banque. So this is where I come in. My purpose and what I want to do is to empower people. Changer l'état d'esprit des entrepreneurs. Comprendre que c'est normal que certaines fois, ça va être plus difficile. But how do we get through? How do we think properly? How do we allow ourselves to actually plan for a vacation? Can you, for the next 3 years, saying, okay, I'm putting in $15, whatever it is, and then plan for something that you actually could enjoy? So ce qui est un peu silencieux when I want to talk about it, I think we talked about it earlier today, was the mindset. We need to be proactive. Stop panicking. Stop the sleepless night. Stop thinking that I'm alone, I don't know what to do, and I don't know where to go. Because the mindset that you're in is the reason why you cannot see further. You need somebody to actually give you a hand and walk through with you. So the first thing we need to do, and this is ce que je suggère à tout le monde, invest in yourself. Learn what is how you find your how no, let me say that again. Apprenez if you understand what financial is. It's okay to say you don't understand anything. It's okay to say everything is, I don't know what is, let's say a TFSA or whatever. It's okay to start from the scratch and build something. And like we said today, I think people are in fear. And how do we climb that fear? 70% of us are terrified to plan our financials. 80% of us most probably have sleepless night thinking about where is the next money's coming in. Am I going to be able to pay my rent? Am I going to be able to put food on the table? Yes, we have that dream. Yes, we have that purpose. Yes, we're pushing. But we also need to stop, educate yourself, and try to plan, have strategies. Sit down with people that could actually help you. So you have two options today. You could do thank you, Marsha. It was fun hearing you tonight and go back to your sleep late tonight, or you take your financial something seriously and call somebody. It doesn't have to be me. I'm just here to make you aware of the probably the potential circle that you're in, but I want you to actually take the step to sit down with somebody and just be open about your finances, where your dreams, and if what exactly steps that you could take to actually achieve your dreams. And for the people that want to at least start that thinking, to start something, I'm gonna probably to put something in the chat. It's gonna be like a spreadsheet, a Google sheet that you could start planning for things. At least you're gonna do the first step, and afterwards, if you want to sit down with somebody, have those uncomfortable conversation because it's very uncomfortable. Do it with somebody that you trust or something you want to build a trust with. But I'm telling you guys, for the next years, the difference between somebody that's gonna actually win or be comfortable financially and somebody that's gonna be a chaos is gonna be the thing that the mindset shift that you need to do. How to plan, how to serve yourself first with the money, then pay everybody else. So that was the message I was here for you to guys to say. If you have any questions, if you want to actually have a conversation with me, I'm a very open person. You can email me or send me if you want to call me, go ahead. But I'm here just to actually plant a seed in your mind and hopefully you spread the word or you actually take a action on it. So thank you.
Woohoo!
I know.
Thank you.
Clap, clap, clap.
I
That
said
was,
I was about to say it in French, but yeah, that's me. I'm
yeah.
always in that
Je sais
French
pas
and
je sais pas le mot en français, mais en anglais, woohoo!
I think it's the same.
Yeah,
But yeah,
what was the same English and French? No, that was
yeah,
really good, sister.
thank you.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
sharing. Thank you for the enlightenment. Thank you for bringing the perspective. And it's good. Hey, welcome, Sister Kemba. So it is good to create these spaces.
Hmm.
And if anybody has any questions, because it's like we talk about the importance of understanding our finances, but I think you hit it on the head as entrepreneurs. It's kind of tricky because I'd rather walk I see you, so I let you go next. It's kind of tricky because it's hard to budget, like
Yes.
because you can't, your income is not consistent, and that's one of my what I'm realizing is a challenge. Like I took part in a workshop years ago. I think it was the Think and Grow Rich workshop.
Mm,
Was it Think and Grow Rich? Hold on, let me think. No, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. It was Secrets of a Millionaire Mind.
okay.
And no, from Switzerland. Yeah, and within that workshop, it taught me something, like it taught me a funnel process where it's like no matter how much money I make, divided into like five different jars,
Yes.
you know. I have to say
Yes.
that it has been what has been able to sustain me throughout this roller coaster of a life. But it's like I don't want to say it's just a band-aid process, but it is a, it at least it allows me to budget. It allows me to save. It allows me to be able to put money aside to travel and stuff like that, despite the inconsistencies. But it is something that I think that's the biggest challenge that I have as an entrepreneur is just
It's too
not being able
complicated.
to properly budget because I don't,
Too
I just,
complicated. 5 different jars, too complicated.
no,
The number one thing you need to do is pay yourself first.
okay, all right. Well, first of all,
And
Ken,
you
you're
live on the
interjecting.
rest, but pay yourself first.
Okay, well, first,
And
Ken, you
maximize
can
that amount
interject
of money that you
after
pay
Stephen.
yourself.
Well, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Ken. Just raise your hand. Stephen has something to say, and then we'll
Sorry, I
have you go next.
apologize.
No problem. I see you're
It's okay.
passionate about the topic.
Ken is inspired. Go
I'm
ahead.
Miss,
I know,
I
I
love
know.
Go ahead, Stephen.
I love her
It's
presentation.
not really,
Thank
it's not
you.
really a question. It's more of a comment, an addition. I just saw Ken put like, trust, and respect. A lot of us, when we start growing as individuals in our entrepreneur or just as people, we find that we don't tolerate certain things from other people. Like if you've ever gone to a friend's house that you've known your whole life, but then this one time you're going, you're like, this place is always gross. Like it's so nasty here. You don't feel comfortable in that space.
Yeah.
So what, just some comments because I missed an opportunity to really express what I offer. But first, things that you could do is clean up your life. That starts with your body, your home, your relationships, and your reputation, if that be your business. The reason I say that is because while you're doing that, you have an
That's great.
opportunity to identify what is important, not only to you, but what is clutter and what is important. Once you've identified what is important, you can identify what you actually believe you need to accomplish with these businesses. And by doing that, you're doing the groundwork. So you're creating you're creating a situation where you can now identify in other people where they are struggling. So yeah, so then when you've taken the time to learn what it takes to care for yourself, you can then use that knowledge to help others through your service or what is your offering. And like this, you can identify people who are once in your shoes going through the day-to-day, potentially stuck in a loop and stuff like this. But it starts with self-cleansing, right? And that is from in out like this.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do a lot of work to get there, and you're going to learn a lot of things by doing that. The reason I brought that up in conjunction with what you were saying was because I wanted to talk about the power of awareness. We come here and we talk about our businesses, and like what I'm learning for myself is that I won't do business with just everybody because a lot of people are in that loop. So once you fix something for them, they go right back into the same position that they were before because for them, it's like a vacation. I just needed a break. So I'm going to use Steven's service essentially. So I won't even do business with certain people because I could identify that. But the power of awareness, we're talking about a person who offers great food. We have a coach, we have Julian, I'm sorry because I use your products, or we have skincare, right? We have people who help with finances and stuff like this. But when we think like, nah, I'm not ready for that, and then we'll have a conversation, you know, man, we just get paid and this and that and this and thing, and a person's talking to you, you have this person in the back of your head, they can help. Use that to communicate instead of like trying to get familiar or trying to fit in with like, oh yeah, my life is miserable too. My life is miserable too. So I'm saying that because do you think of how business benefits you, but how the service can benefit growth? Because I offer free this is just me because I didn't get a chance to say it. I offer free consults. I do stretching guides for people. Like the stretching guides like $10, but free consults to get a sense of where you are, what I could do. And then the work with me actually comes when you're ready to take the next step. So us having these conversations here and talking about our business is not necessarily for us to be like, I'll just call her when I'm ready. It's so that we can improve the quality of our conversations with our friends, our families, and all those other people that we come in contact with. So I just wanted to throw that out there because people will do business with people they like, trust, and respect. You have to respect yourself first. So I really appreciate what you brought to the table today, Marcia.
Thank you.
Amazing.
It's been in me, but I'm very shy to talk about it. But that's why I'm gonna clip it up and start really talking about that syndrome.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Ken, if you wanted to finish your point that you were jumping in with before, you're welcome to do it.
Well, I love
Would you like to share?
Okay. I loved what Marcia shared because it's not rocket science.
It
And
never is.
And we tend to make, if everyone here may or may not know me, but I'm a former aerospace test engineer. So my job is to certify airplanes. And that's why the aircraft that you're flying today is safe because of the work that I did. So I have to make the comment or the joke, it's not rocket science. But the problem is each and every one of us think it's too complicated. And what Marcia shared with us, it's not rocket science, it's common sense. And when did common sense not be common? And we're so busy saving money, but we're not paying ourselves first and then living on the rest of the money. It's not rocket science. And that's our biggest problem because we think it's too complicated. And people don't want to, I mean, I've met school teachers that don't, intelligent people, they teach children, but they don't know how to take care of their finances. And they're not even entrepreneurs. Holy Jamal.
But if I could ask, just when you say the concept of paying yourself first,
yes,
if you could, if there's a way about
you can pay yourself first. You take the money off the table, invest it, and live on the rest.
So okay, let's just use a round figure. All right, you get paid $1,000 every 2 weeks. When you say pay yourself first and live off the rest, what does that mean in a practical sense?
Take 10 to 15% off the table and put it in an investment with Marcia.
Okay.
But not necessarily Marcia, because she said she doesn't really care if it's with her. The point is she wants you to do it.
Right. Just the point is to invest.
Invest. You take that off the table, invest, and you never touch the money.
Mm-hmm.
You let it grow. You let it compound. You let it grow. That's how you can be financially independent. It's not rocket science. It's simple. Take 10 to 15% or 20% off the table. You know, when we talk about Freedom 55, it's possible. If that's all you did, you take 10 to 15%, every dime you make, take it off the table, invest it, and live off the rest of your money. Oh, I can't do that. You know something? You can do it because you're spending $4, $5 at Starbucks on a coffee. Add that up. Holy jamali.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be a multimillionaire by the time you're 55. And Marcia would agree with me.
No,
Yes.
okay, and thank you for being literal with it, because it's like, sometimes you say pay yourself first, like what exactly that mean? It's like, okay, so invest in yourself, put aside some funds for yourself, don't touch it regardless of what it is, and then live. When you
Well,
say live
essentially
off
what
the
you're
rest,
doing is
it's
you're
the budget.
investing. You're investing in yourself first.
Okay. I totally understand that. And Sister Kemba, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. And I don't, if you want to take a moment, Kemba, just to let people know who you are, introduce yourself to the community, you're welcome to do so. You're unmuted. Hey, you're outside too.
I'm
Nice.
outside with the kids. I'm just listening. So I'm gonna just say hi to everybody, and I'll chat with you another time.
Good. Hey. It's just
Everybody's here, so I'm not gonna chat too much. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Nice having you. Thanks for being here. Sister Judlin was outside as well. She did her presentation and was enjoying the park. Lucky you guys for being able to be outside. Maybe I'll try that for next month. To just to see. But no, it is a value because this is it, like being able to properly manage our finances. One of the things that the book and the workshop Secrets of a Millionaire Mind did teach me is that it is about your money habits. It's not about how much you make. You could make $1,000. You can make $100 million. The point is, you can make $100. The point is how you manage that money when you get it, and that's why you hear a lot of times people who are used to being in a certain mental financial state and who have developed certain financial habits, as soon as they could come into a lot of money, but give them a short period of time and they'll be right back into the same kind of poor minds or
People that
space.
won the lottery. That's what most
Exactly.
of them, professional athletes. Athletes is the same thing also. A lot of NBA players become bankrupt 1 or 2 years after retirement.
That's it. right? And that's because of the money habits, the way that they manage
Yep.
their funds. So yeah, so it is that. So I am in agreement, the concept of putting aside a portion for yourself, and put it in saving and live off the rest. The book actually, again, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind spoke exactly about that, but they broke it down, although Ken thinks 5 funnels was too much. I don't. Actually, I think the 5 funnels worked out really well for me throughout this lifetime that I've been doing this. And it is savings for myself long term, savings short term, the money that I call play money that just allows me to kind of just blow it when I need to, and education and personal development. And that's making sure I always have a budget to put aside for my mental and physical well-being. Those things have been good. And then the rest I use to pay my bills. Sister Kemba, I saw your hand. I don't know if that was by mistake or if you wanted to add something else.
Oh, I was just saying that Profit First book that I shared.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of that similar concept of pay yourself first, but it's just in your business where you're dividing up your monies into different buckets to help run your business. But one of them is definitely to pay yourself even from your business profits and just divide it up in a very organized way until I guess you get a flow that works for your business rhythm, but it just helps you sort of organize it initially. It does talk about, creating separate accounts for where the money goes, for your operations, for your profit, for your paying your owners, not just profit, but separate account for paying your owners, because you should have money to live and you should have money set aside to consider as profit. And obviously you're monitoring your revenues and expenses and so on, and you're setting it up that way. So the book I thought was really, really good to help you organize a business in that way. But yeah, so Ken, I agree with your concept of pay yourself.
I
Pay
think,
yourself
I think, and that's great. I love what you just said. But the bottom line is, I think we need to learn how to live on less.
Mm.
Pay yourself first. Accumulate the wealth, because that's how you can retire at age 44, like me. It's not rocket science.
I have to applaud that as well, because I feel like sometimes my worst enemy is myself, because the fact that that whole concept of living off less, it's like it's sometimes way like beyond me. Like I'll be complaining about things that we call like rich people problems, where it's like maybe I shouldn't have booked 2 vacations at the same time. Like it's like it's
Those are good problems.
yeah, it's
Rich
good problems,
people's problems. Rich
yeah,
people's problems.
Exactly.
yeah, but at the same time, but you feel it, because it's like, no, wait, like that wasn't wise. Like I should have really like space it out, stretch it out, give it some time. But so I do say there's a value in what's the term? Our sister Linda had shared with us, living in a false sense of economic scarcity. That was the bar. False sense of economic scarcity. Pretend like there's money running out, although you have it. So that was a bar that stuck with me for years. Brother Stephen.
I really like the Ofc because we get an opportunity to see entrepreneurs at different levels in different ways. As an entrepreneur, you're not subject to a script. It's awesome. We're free from that. So this idea of pay yourself first, it just occurred to me that the way that I do that without even thinking about it is I look at the business as its own entity. Like I take tips from America and look at it as its own entity that needs my help. So while I'm taking care of you, business, I'm just going to take a little cut from my work. That's me taking care of you, and that's me paying myself. There's different ways. I was talking about perspectives.
Yep.
There's different ways to look at it, but we're so accustomed to trying to meet expectations of others. We just have to see things, take the information and see them in different ways. So that's how I do that with the pay myself.
And what have I been teaching you, right?
Pardon?
I've been teaching you that, right?
Yes. I've been paying attention. I've been very, very observant of the
You
things.
better say yes, otherwise when we next meet, you're going to be in big trouble.
I said yes, but I'm waiting. I got to get the course. Remember, I'm on the course, so we got till November to get all the good stuff. So I'm waiting to like really be able to say from my heart that this is what I learned from this individual, rather than just.
I'm telling you, you're going to be the most amazing person on the planet.
Amazing.
You're
And
already a great person, by the way.
I was gonna say, Brother Walker,
You're
you're
going to be
pretty
even
awesome.
more amazing.
And thank you for sharing that. And Sister Carleen, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Merci. Bienvenue, bienvenue. So, Brother Jean-Philippe, if you want to say, hey, good. So, Brother Jean-Philippe, if you want to, I see your hand is up, so you could go ahead. And Sister Carleen, after you want to say a quick bonjour, you can.
Hey, so I see there's a lot of coaches in the room. I'm one myself, so I just wanted to share maybe 3 concepts that I came to learn about when it comes to building wealth, about money, and my little perspective as a coach, and some of the core teaching that I try to transmit to the people that I do mentor. So the first one is that money is a mirror. It's not really a goal in itself. It's more a reflection of your state of worthiness, the trust you have in yourself, how aligned you are with the way you make money. So when you look, let's say, at your bank account or at your current financial situation, the question is not, the way I see it is not the question is how can I make more money, is to see if I look, if that's true, if that is money is a reflection of my current internal state, what does it say about where I'm at right now in terms of me as a person that want to be aligned, that want to be purposeful? And ask yourself the question. You can do it through a journaling. And this is something I did for myself. And you will see, if you let the question sink, that you can find a lot of answer about the way you think about where you are right now in your current situation. The second concept that I want to share is that when you talk about, I know some people talk about the discipline you need to implement in your managing your finance, but sometimes I see a lot of people, they have a lot of resistance, a lot of procrastination, a lot of self-sabotage around doing those things. Although we know we have to do those things, although we have the knowledge, although we do listen to the presentation, seminars, we read the book, we have a hard time doing it. Because the way I see it is that it's like, again, some kind of a misalignment with who you are. So it's not really about the how, it's more about the who you have to be and embody to be the person who can bring the type of success you want to have in your life, the type of relationship you want to build, the type of confidence you want to showcase and expand around you. And the more you try to be right now, the type of person that will be able to achieve the type of success you're looking for, let's say in 1 year or 2 years, but you do it now. You don't wait, okay, I'm going to start being confident when I'll make, I don't know, $10,000 a month. I'll start becoming someone who manages money well when I'll have X number of money. You do it now. You ask yourself when you start a task, or especially when you have to make an important decision about finance, who do I have to be now in the way I behave, the way the value that I embody, to be able to do the right action right now that's going to bring me to my future self that I do want to embody in the future. And the last one, and I think it's partially important as Black people with our history, whether it's around discrimination, colonialism, racism, still the effect that we carry from slavery, is the fact that we have inherited from our parents, grandparents, a nervous system that is on steroid, we could call it. Like the fact that we live through so much trauma that has been passed down from generation to generation, especially through cortisol, which is an element of our I could say of our brain, of our making, that create this, is the stress hormone. And really what we have to work on is to work on calming this nervous system of ours. And it's especially as an entrepreneur, but as anyone else, who's going to trigger a fear of not having enough money to pay the rent at the end of the month, not having enough money to pay some bills, or just not having enough to survive. And it's really a primal fear that we have a hard time controlling, because it's come from our, could say, reptilian type of brain. It's not from our thinking, neocortex type of brain. So it's really a shift you can make in your mindset about the fact when you look back at your life and you say to yourself, if I look back at my life, I've always had enough. Maybe not enough to drive as much as one, but I always had enough to eat, to have the air to put in my lungs, to have probably some type of a roof or a shelter. And I've been through a lot, and I'm still here today. So it's really a way to calm your fear and to say to yourself, it could be a mantra that you say to yourself in the morning, or every time you feel some stress coming on, you feel your heart beating, you say, I have enough, I had enough, and I will always have enough. Because that's the truth about what has been your life so far, because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't the case. So these are the 3 things I wanted to share, and I hope it's going to be helpful for your group.
Wow, man, I love these community gatherings. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing that, man. That, snap to that. Valuable things, guys. We're getting all kind of valuable gems. So definitely I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that insight, especially like the like how you see yourself and what you see yourself. I think really that's the biggest thing. I think that's life will match that frequency, will match that vibration. I live by that as well. And it's like I could attest to that. That's a foundational thing in life. So thank you for sharing.
I think
Right.
I think and I love what you've said, by the way. I think the most important thing is we should not let history define us. And I think so many of us let history define us. By the way, I'm white, but my family goes back to 1659 on the island of Barbados, and the first Ingram was an indentured servant. So theoretically not a slave, but he did have a debt to pay off in order to become a free man. So I understand what you're saying, but the most important thing I feel is that we can't let history define us. We have to build our own history. So, but I loved what you said. So thank you for sharing that.
And thank you, Ken, for giving perspective. Sister Carlene, welcome. I want to take a moment to introduce yourself to the community. We're glad to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. And I came at the right moment. It was
Always.
talking about where money is a vibrational thing. You talk about epigenetics, what defines sometimes what we carry from the slave. Oh my God, thank you, my brother. You said a lot. So my name is Colleen. I missed Faro. I missed you a lot.
I know. Like,
Yeah, the
geez.
scene. So now, and he talked about trauma. I am a trauma specialist now, Pharaoh.
Oh my gosh, Carlene, what happened?
You
Oh,
know,
wow.
I was part of the foundational team with Dr. John Samuels Dennis, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, so I'm
Congrats.
Colleen, and thank you so much. For now, I I'm searching, Pharaoh.
Mm. What's next? So it's like, so you got certified in the trauma.
Yes,
That is good. So sister, okay, so you are a person that we can reach out to,
yes.
like to be able to have. Okay, so that is something that when you're ready, it would be awesome to even have you as a feature to be able to share what's the insight that you learned and how it could be a blessing to the community
To
because
the community, yes, and that was an amazing journey, and I'm very happy. And if I'm here where I am today, is because of OFC. I need to take that shout out to you guys. Bravo, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Queen. That really, really means a lot.
Yes.
So and I think that this has been a really power packed. And you know, I was telling Marsha at the beginning, I was like, well, because at the start it was just her and I was like, well, let's see how the energy goes. Let's see. And of course, the spirit always
Yes,
does.
it
People are
was.
here who needs to be here.
I didn't
Um,
expect that, to be honest. I'm like, okay, it
right.
was really great.
That's it. I love it, guys. I appreciate you guys so much as a community. So a couple of quick things I want to make sure to highlight before we close up. One, as you guys know, we're here to build relationships. If there's people here who haven't had an opportunity to connect with each other on a one-on-one, I would really like to make it a point that you do so. And like I almost just want to call people out and be like, have you met? If not, please schedule a time. Have you not I would like to. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. So I like first of all, just so I can eliminate potential one-on-ones. Um I'm gonna start actually, Sister Marsha, I'm gonna start with you and then I'm gonna go across the board. Marsha, is there somebody here that you would like to connect with on a one-on-one that you haven't connected with yet?
Um, Maybe Jean-Philippe, just to know exactly what he's doing. He's talking about real
Amazing.
estate. I love real estate, so anybody that talks real estate is talking to me. So yeah, maybe
Uh,
Jean-Philippe.
Amazing. Okay, so you guys have not connected yet.
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna make a note. So Jean-Philippe and Marsha, please, if you guys can make it a point to connect, we will send an email follow-up connection, and then we'll follow up on how that connection went. Merci pour ça. Brother Walker, is there anybody here that you have not met with on a one-on-one that you would like to connect with?
Yeah, Carlene, she just said she's certified as a trauma specialist. I'd really
Amazing.
like to engage with her, especially on that topic.
Awesome. So thank you for that, Sister Carlene and Brother Steven. So again, like you guys, you're welcome to exchange contacts, but no, even if you don't do it right now, we will be sending you guys an email tomorrow with you guys profiles. But please make it a point to reach out to connect with each other. Brother Ken, well, I know you had already said you'd like to connect with Jean-Philippe. But I'll ask again in case there's another connection you'd like to make.
No, you know, I already know Stephen quite well. He comes to help
True.
Sylvian. He's also comes and helps me.
Good.
I don't know Marcia that well, but I see we're well in alignment. Certainly Jean-Philippe.
Okay.
I might be able to add some value there. And Carlene knows me quite well because she already worked with me on my my sales development program. But she's
Amazing.
open anytime to reconnect with me. You know, that was always part of the deal. And Kemba, I mean, I travel a lot, so I have to fit everything into my schedule. But you send
Yes.
out an email to me, you send me a text, and we figure out our schedules. And I'm I'm there, much like Marcia and Kemba and Carlene and Stephen and yourself. We're there to help the community.
I love it. I appreciate you guys. Good. Now, okay, and Jean-Philippe. So Ken, I noted you and Jean-Philippe. So that's gonna be a follow-up. That will make. Did you say you also want to connect with Marsha? I know your time is tight. I don't know if you
I
said.
want to meet with everybody
Okay, Ken.
because
Okay.
you know what? Do you know how
Ken.
relationships are built?
Yes.
You take
No,
to get to know each other.
I'm making a note. That's
But
a
it
key.
doesn't happen overnight. It
I
happens over
understand.
months,
Yes.
6 months, a
Ken.
year, 2 years.
But I know it takes time to really establish proper relationships. But thank you, Ken. So Ken, Marsha, I have that's another connection. You and Ken. Now see, Jean-Philippe, I see you have two already. But was there anybody else you would like to connect with, Jean-Philippe?
I will start with those two people.
Beautiful, good. That's it. Thank you, my brother. Sister Kemba, on your end, who haven't you had an opportunity to have a one-on-one with that you'd like to connect with?
Uncle Ken.
All right. Well, okay, you're still on mute.
Sorry, yes, sorry. Yes, I do have to connect with Uncle Ken. I do really have to connect with Uncle Ken. But also, Marsha, I have not met. I don't think we met before. We have? Oh, no, we have not. Okay.
All
And
right.
I've met Stephen. I've seen Stephen many times. So hi, Stephen. And I don't think I've met Jean-Philippe either. So I would just connect. And since they both brought up real estate, it's an area close, near and dear to my heart. So as well, that's
Amazing. Thank you. So that's
yes.
Kemba Marsha, Kemba Jean-Philippe. Merci beaucoup. Sister Elizabeth, you're up. Who have you not connected with on one-on-one that you'd be interested in connecting with?
The young lady, Marcia, she mentioned about financial information. I mean, I'm no business owner, but what she said resonated with me. So I'd like to maybe meet with her.
Amazing.
And also too, I just want to make a comment. I think it was Jean-Philippe or it was Stephen, the last gentleman that spoke about we're not doing enough. There's one thing a good friend of mine has always told me when I'm really low or whatever, and I call her for, sister guidance. She's always telling me, Liz, you are enough. So I just want to tell people that when you're doing something and you're not thinking about it, just tell yourself you are enough. Even if you haven't made that $1 or that $1 million, just tell yourself you are enough because you're actually doing something.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Not so cool. Thank you for
You're
sharing
welcome.
that. All right, so we have the connection there. And Sister Carlene, who would you like to connect with on a one-on-one?
Brother Jean-Philippe.
Jean-Philippe, you're on fire.
I already said I'm full. I'm okay with 2, but Jean-Philippe, never 2 without 3, right?
Okay. I love it. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Jean-Philippe. All right, so Sister Carlene is connected with Jean-Philippe as well. I love it.
Kemba, how are you? All my people here.
Yes. Ceremony love. So this is good. Did we lose somebody just now? Okay, I think Ken just might okay, I think Ken might have just dropped off by mistake. So as we're closing up, guys, we have the last 2 minutes. I went through the list and I see I have everybody's address except Sister Elizabeth. So if you can, either
But
once we
I
get
do
off
have
of
my
the
card though.
you have, yes, true. You got your card the
Yeah,
night
I
of the
have my
event.
card. Yeah, the night of when you had that event, I think it was in, was it
Yes,
Riverdale or LaSalle? Yeah,
yes, you came in person. But now, have you activated your card yet?
I'm gonna be saying I'm guilty.
Okay, so your card. Okay, so
Please forgive
Yeah,
me.
me too, I think. I don't know if I did it. I was
I
about to
don't know if
say,
I did it
no,
correctly
no,
or not,
I
but I
think
do have the card.
okay. Well, that's going to be my second because everybody else here, I have. So now, so right now I have everybody else's address. Now, Stephen, I know you were there too. I think you were there at the West Can event. I think you would have gotten your card that night as well. I think
We have
that's
to have
true.
a
I think you have 2
conversation
cards, if
about
I'm
that
mistaken.
still. No, we have to have a
Exactly.
conversation about that still, okay? Yeah.
That's it. Okay. So you have 2 cards.
But I'll send you my address though.
Yes, please, just so I could update the thing so we know. You can send it to me by text, WhatsApp, whatever's easier.
Okay.
So everybody else here, have you guys all received your cards already? If I could get a quick, even if they're not activated, I just want to make sure everybody has gotten it. Or other way, if you have not received it, can you let me know that you have not received it so we can make sure it's processed? Not yet. Okay, Jean-Philippe, thank you. I'm gonna circle you. You haven't gotten it yet. Everybody else has gotten their cards. Sister Carlene, Dumont, I want to wrap up. Are you guys checking
I do
your
have my
wallets now?
card. Thanks.
You have it? Okay, good. My pleasure, buddy. All right. So then the next wave is just to make sure everybody else's card is activated. So right now, the only person who doesn't have their card is Jean-Philippe. Kemba, you got your card already too? Okay. Good. All right. So the only person who doesn't have their card is Jean-Philippe. Okay. So we'll work on making sure that a long time. Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that. So with that, guys, a quick little last note about the OFC. As of August, we're gonna have some room rentals available. If you know anybody in the community who's looking for a space to rent, long term, we have shared space, so you get to rent a room. It's 700 to 750 for a room, and it's shared space, kitchen, bathroom are shared, and that includes your internet as well as your hydro. So if you know anybody who's looking for a space, we have a beautiful some rooms available for rent in NDG, 2-minute walk from Vendo Metro. So with that, guys, I'm going to close up. We're always grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating these opportunities for us to be able to get together and to build as a community. And I just ask that life continue to bless us so we'll be able to continue to grow and expand and be a blessing to others. Hotep, amen, Ashe, Aibobo, long time, will still need to apply for rentals. Yes, you need to, yes. So that if anybody who's interested, send them. We have an application form. They have to apply. But coming through an overseas member, you know, we'll give them favor, but at the same point, they still need to apply. I think that was a question and a statement at the same time. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Look out to your emails tomorrow. We'll be making connections. Everybody be safe. Have an amazing evening and looking forward to seeing you guys again. End of this coming month, August. All right. So stay tuned and please invite somebody and invite somebody. Love and light. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
By the way.
you. Bye.
Thank you again. Thank you, Sister Marsha, for the presentation.
You're welcome.
All right, Queen.
Bye.